Have you ever noticed a rule or policy that seems fair on the surface, yet it somehow makes things harder for certain people, even if that wasn't the intention? It can be frustrating to navigate these subtle forms of unfairness, especially when you are trying to create an inclusive and supportive environment for your queer family. Well, that feeling you are recognizing often points to something called indirect discrimination. This occurs when an organization has a policy or practice that applies to everyone in the same way, but it puts people with a particular protected characteristic, like sexual orientation or gender identity, at a disadvantage compared to others. Understanding why this happens is crucial because indirect discrimination is not always about intentional malice. Instead, it often arises from established norms or systems that were not designed with diverse experiences in mind. A seemingly neutral rule can inadvertently exclude or burden queer individuals or families, making it harder for them to access opportunities or participate fully. It is about the impact of the policy, not just the intent behind it, which is a key distinction that helps us recognize these situations. So, what does this look like in daily life? Imagine a school that requires all students to wear gender-specific uniforms, like dresses for girls and trousers for boys. While it applies to everyone, it can indirectly discriminate against non-binary or gender non-conforming students who do not fit neatly into those categories, causing distress and hindering their expression. Another example could be a company policy that only recognizes spouses as dependents for benefits, without explicitly including domestic partners or civil union partners. This could disadvantage same-sex couples who might not legally marry but are in committed relationships, impacting their access to essential support. It is also important to consider policies related to family leave or school events. If a workplace only offers parental leave for biological parents, for instance, it could indirectly discriminate against gay or lesbian parents who have adopted children or used surrogacy, making it harder for them to bond with their new family members without professional consequence. Or think about a school asking for only mother and father contacts, effectively ignoring to mom or to dad households, which can create barriers to communication and inclusion. Recognizing these patterns empowers you to advocate for more equitable spaces. When a seemingly neutral rule has a disproportionate negative impact on queer individuals or families, that is often the telltale sign of indirect discrimination. By understanding these examples, you are better equipped to challenge exclusionary practices and champion environments where all families can thrive authentically and without unnecessary obstacles.
If you're into this, like, subscribe, and drop a comment.